This is personal to me because I'm angry as hell. Let's get you Cliff's note. Folks, I never lived in Los Angeles, although I almost moved out there on at least one or two occasions. I have spent probably the equivalent of 2 to 3 months of my life, at least out there. Numerous friends, lots of friends in in show business, friends not in show business, friends. One of my best friends of all time grew up there, and so I've spent so much time out there, and was thinking of moving out there at one point. And they to see those pictures, it is horrific. There's one that people took behind the boardwalk at Santa Monica, with the Ferris wheel. Like, in the last 5 years, at least twice, my family, we've gone and we just, get a hotel room and we're a little bit off of the beach there and we can walk around Santa Monica. Don't even bother with a car. Who the hell wants that in LA? To see that and see the fire behind there, that hasn't caught fire is horrific. But I have a good friend, like a really good friend I used to hang out with in New York when I lived there. And he moved out to LA as a kind of performer type. And he's had to leave his house in Pasadena with his wife and two kids. And he had to get his older parents out of their home, which is 5 minutes away. They're in a hotel room, all of them at this point, all of them in a hotel room, hoping his house doesn't burn down. And I have to look up and see Donald Trump send out a message referring to Gavin Newscum and somehow his not allowing him and the mayor not allowing water to come through there. Yeah, there was a gravity issue with water going up. There is an issue with arson. There's an issue with the lack of water and ridiculous weathers and crazy winds because of climate change, something that you schmuck won't acknowledge. You who talks about wind farms and wanting to get rid of them and making up tales of birds dying and other stupid stuff that floats around, like that big sewage pit in your head that well, I guess we're supposed to assume is a cerebral cortex of some sort. But I think it's actually just a couple of floating meatballs and in dirty water would be my guess. To see him do that, to see Donald Trump attack Joe Biden, at least 5 people have died. Kids have lost their schools. Churches have burned down and homes everywhere. And these are not just wealthy people. These are middle class people. These are working people. Okay. Even a working person's home in LA is expensive as hell. They've lost everything. Imagine that hits your life. We've all been through moments similar to that where we've lost somebody, something really valuable to us. Imagine you've lost your home. Imagine you've lost a family member. Imagine a family member has been injured, burned, even if not killed. And this jackass is sitting there and attacking the governor and the current president who are trying to deal with it. And then joining in everybody's favorite unelected EQ of a lawn chair guy, billionaire Elon Musk, who actually looks like a pile of jello walking with chopsticks trying to make it through life. And we have to hear that low EQ schmuck and IQ. The guy that told everybody on Twitter, like, say nice things to other people. I will try to amplify them. Right after he said to somebody to F themselves in the face for questioning the special visas of high school workers. Elon's good with that, so is Donald, because you see, they're never really against immigration. They just need to attack people who are poor and suffering because they're sick like that, which is why they would attack people who are caught in a fire. Again, like these are the reasons you don't elect children to do an adult's job. You don't elect some sundowning dementia loser who makes up that Hezbollah was part of January 6th, his little attack. You don't elect people like that. And this country was stupid enough to do that. No, the Republican Party and some of its allies are stupid enough to do that. Let's be clear about who it was. And Elon Musk used the most mass disinformation campaign of all time. A guy that needs disinformation, who talks about censorship because he can't tell the truth or say something smart. I mean, he's busy tweeting out the other day that if we had more C-sections, kids would have larger brains. Wow. You're smart, Elon. And people fell for this guy's shtick. Here's Tony Stark. All Tony Stark did was lock himself up and eat pizza for a month and maybe tried to self-lobotomize, perhaps. Yeah, he's also attacked the governor and, done his usual thing where somebody says something outlandish and he just has a little retweet of, yeah. The two dumbest, I would think they were related. The two dumbest, laziest, just most awful human beings that you wouldn't want to spend a moment of your time around. They're despicable. And again, I have a friend sitting in a hotel with family right now who's worrying about whether he'll have a house. There are people out there, all sorts of people, again, I don't know all of them as well, but people have talked about having to abandon their homes, people worried about family members. And he's tweeting and he's attacking. It's like with Greenland and Panama and, Canada. Why did you want this again? You people out there, okay, the MAGA losers, they got to dance around in the Trump diapers, on some level, right? I get them. They're not hard to get. I mean, they go through life that's different than the rest of us. They go through a life of, cartoons and cereal and, blaming everybody else for their problems. And cereal's good, by the way. I just meant they probably are in their PJs eating it all day, collecting the government benefits that they attack when they're somebody who looks different than them make. Okay, those MAGA losers who go on like Grateful Dead type tours following Trump around, that's your hero. I get where they're coming from. But the business conservatives, this is what you wanted? Because I know some of those folks who voted for him. This loser imbecile, this spray tanned orange freaking fool standing up there and basically embarrassing us in front of the entire world and attacking people in one of our largest cities while they are under attack by a natural disaster. And he will take over soon. He will be president. And we can expect this all the time. And this is what we're going to have to live through 4 years of this chaos and drama. And it's just the stupid, the non-ending stupid, because he can't not be stupid. And now he's got his little boy, Elon Musk, although Elon Musk is probably the real president, going to secretive meetings, having never been elected and deciding our lives. But these two uttering the stupidest things in the world. And basically we have to see it wherever it is. So it's not even, the policies are awful and we haven't gotten to them yet. Like their personalities are awful. Really their existence is awful. But the fact that we're going to have 4 years of just having to listen to them, see them, hear them, like just nonstop stupid. Thanks for that, business conservatives. Hope it doesn't, the FAFO doesn't reach you. Hope your investments don't crash. Hope you don't pay the price for electing an idiot and an idiot and an idiot little side boy there who walk around and just utter the dumbest things in the world, things that move markets and cause wars. Well done. Well done. And thanks. That's all I have to say. And there's Tony.
Yeah, here I am.
He probably had more important things to say, and I don't think that was my best written or put together of my rants ever, or monologues, or Cliff's Note, whatever we're calling it today. But you know what? I'm angry. That wasn't
why. Why do you think it's not a good one? What happened?
So I try to actually put things together where I'm looking up policies and I'm looking up other stuff. And this was just pure. I saw one or two things he wrote, and I talked to my friend in LA, and this was based on pure anger.
Right.